Welcome all to Plutus IAS. Today, I have come up with another topic of Geography Optional. I'll be explaining you in a very simpler manner what is quantitative revolution. If you see the past year question, there are a lot of questions from this part, particularly asking about quantitative revolution and its different models. So, this topic becomes extremely important in human geography. So what is quantitative revolution first of all, and why did it arise? So quantitative revolution started in 1940, 1940s and went till 1960s. As you know, there were many scholars, for example, J. Taylor, Semple, Huntington, they all were favoring environmental determinism. And since they were favoring environmental determinism, they had their dominance at this time. And they wanted some kind of laws in the geography. As geography was simply descriptive in nature, so these geographers wanted some kind of laws. Similarly, in quantitative also, there were some scholars who wanted that it should be explained and defined in a statistical way, in a mathematical way, so that there should be some kind of scientific vision added to the geography, and it should not merely look like a descriptive form of subject. So they wanted to add some statistical methods and wanted it to give a scientific vision. But what happened? This actually failed in giving clarity in lot of points, because statistics is good, but it is not good in explaining all the factors and all the queries. So in that way, people were still favoring the earlier conventional methods of describing the geography. They had hard time in explaining statistical method of geography. So what happened next? In 1960, this method almost culminated. And then again it rose in 1963, where Burton, he started explaining it. He started saying that no, quantitative revolution, quantitative aspects of geography is important. So people were very skeptical. So in 1960, after 1963, it again started. The acceptance of the statistical model in geography again got into limelight. But again, we have to come back. There was some criticism attached to it. First, it could not explain all the topics with clarity. And second, and there were certain topics, for example, geomorphology, which could not be explained well from the mathematics point of view. Therefore, we still prefer the Davis model of geomorphology whenever we study it. Although it could explain some of the topics very well, for example, climatology, there are some statistical tools and methods attached to it, but nevertheless, it created another segment in geography which we call it as quantitative. Thank you so much.